Cotton is generally planted on the Texas High Plains beginning in early May and can run as late as the middle of June. Growth and development wise, once the cotton emerges in 5 to 7 days, it will open the cotyledons. Another few days, the first true leaf will put on, and then there's about 3 days between leaves. So thrips are a problem up to the 4th, maybe 5th true leaf stage, and which is about 2 to 3 weeks. They once cotton is past the 4th, 5th true leaf stage, the cotton plant grows so quickly that thrips damage to leaves becomes insignificant to the growth of the cotton plant. Is not a problem. Okay, this is an obsolete race stock that's being tested, and if you see, this plant is undamaged by thrips. It's been treated with insecticide to compare to damaged plants. You'll notice that the leaves are fully formed, not cupped. You really can't see any damage, and it'll be a lot easier to see why these leaves are undamaged when we move on to damaged plants. This is a plant of the same race stock with moderate thrips damage. If you see here the leaf, the first true leaf, it's in temporal synchrony with the other plant that's treated. The first true leaf has been damaged. It's smaller. You see the cupping on it, which indicates thrips damage. The cotyledon or seed leaves have also been damaged, which you've noticed that they're smaller than the insecticide-treated plant. Also, the next emerging true leaf is being damaged as we speak, and it will never attain the size that it should. The third plant we're looking at is a plant with more severe thrips damage. You notice again the cotyledon or seed leaves are not as large. They have been essentially rasped on by the thrips with its mouth parts. The first true leaf is showing much more damage with cupping, and if you look down inside, you can see the next emerging true leaf has brown necrotic areas, and this leaf will probably, once it grows out, will probably never attain anywhere near the size of a treated plant. The fourth plant we're looking at, which of the same cotton, shows very severe thrips damage. If you notice again, the size of the cotyledons have been reduced by damage, and if you look, the first true leaf is almost obliterated by damage, and the second forming true leaf is nothing more than a little piece of necrotic tissue and probably will not come out at all. This is an example of a cotton plant that is resistant to thrips. This plant has received no insecticide treatment. If you notice, the leaves are relatively undamaged. The thrips are tiny, minute insects, difficult to see. Counting visually in the field can be ineffective just due to the fact that they're so difficult to see. There are other methods such as tapping the cotton plant on a white plate, paper plate, which will give you more thrips. Visually sampling, you may find 2, 3, 4. Some people are better at it. That's also a problem that a sampling crew, which oftentimes has inexperienced people on it, can get widely varying counts. In research, we use a washing method developed in Georgia that is highly accurate, and a plant where you might see 3 thrips by visual sampling, 8 thrips by sampling with a dinner plate, you will find 30 to 40 thrips using the washing method, which is documented in the scientific literature.